Merry Thanksgiving. Yeah, we're early. Speaking of early, I'm early. Like 3 days early. Let's just see who's got their notifications on today. I can't go live Friday, so I thought I'd do it today. There's one person. Hey, Kyle, what's up? Yeah, Christmas tree. We've had, Kyle, what's up? Yeah, Christmas tree. We've had this up for 2 weeks, believe it or not. Seriously. I couldn't go live Friday, so I thought I'd throw it in. Hey, Nuts, what's going on? Yeah, I know. We got stockings, trees, and over here, we have fall decorations. Hey, Jack, what's up, buddy? Hope you're having a great day. I know I'm early for some of the people out towards the West Coast. Thanks, Nuts. Nice tree. Y'all don't mess around. I know. We may just leave all this stuff up till next year. Actually, we've not even put a tree up. We may just leave all this stuff up till next year. Actually, we've not even put a tree up in a couple of years. And then all of a sudden, my wife wanted to go buy one. So we went and bought it. And we put it up the night we bought it. And then the next weekend, we finished decorating it. So I don't know. Nuts says, hey, Jack, I don't really have a lot planned for this. This was actually spur of the moment. I actually did about 5 or 6 videos today. I had to take a 4 hours vacation, go get some blood work done. And that reminds me, I need to go get my blood pressure medication. They wouldn't give me my blood pressure medication until I went and had the blood work done. Jack says, hey, Nuts and Kyle. So I had to go do that, and instead of just taking a couple hours and going back to work, I was like, I'm not doing that. So I took 4 hours, and while I was off work, I thought, I'm going to make the most of my time that I possibly can. So I actually did, I don't know, like I said, about 5 or 6 videos today. So that'll leave me, I need to edit those, and I'll have them in queue. And that's really the way I usually do my videos. What's up, everyone, says Kyle. That's usually how I do my videos. Matt says, yo, King, where's the guns at? Right here. I'll show you all that here in a minute. It's not done. It's not done. We don't get trees because my 75-pound dog will bowl it over all the time. Woo, yeah, my little Shih Tzu, who is right there sleeping, he likes to lay underneath it. Back when he could see, he really liked laying underneath it, but he's went blind and he doesn't see too well, so he doesn't lay underneath too much. Merry Christmas. It's a Merry Thanksgiving. And Jack says, King of the Crease. Kyle says, I'm looking into getting a PSA or AR pistol. Input on PSA. My cousin has a PSA rifle. The first one he got, the front sight on the barrel, it had an A2 front sight, was canted sideways. And there's no way to fix that because they drill those and pin them to the barrel. So we had to send that back. I mean, I could have rebarreled it, and that's not a problem barreling an AR. I've got everything you got to do to everything you need to do that. But he had to send it back. It took him forever, like 3 or 4 months or more to get that upper back. But once he got the upper back and the sight was right, he had no issues at all. It's been a great gun. He's probably put 2,000 or 3,000 rounds through it now. He's a police officer. He's got a Bravo company. After I bought my Bravo company and he's seen it, he went out and brought a Bravo company, so I don't know how much he shoots it now. But the PSA was his only rifle for a long time, and he loves it, or did love it. Now that he's got a Bravo company, he doesn't shoot as much, but PSA does make good stuff, as long as the front sight's straight. Just watched your P30 video. Good stuff. Hey, I appreciate that. I no longer have that gun. I did the video actually a few months ago when it was still hot outside. I actually traded that gun for some time at a condo that we're supposed to win on our second trip. The guy that I deal with the condo stuff with, the guy at work has a ton of timeshare, and that's how I go on so many vacations. I buy them off him because we love staying in condos, and the timeshare places are always super duper nice. And I traded it to him. We wound up having to cancel that trip, and he gave me the gun back, and he liked the gun well enough that he actually bought it back off of me the day after I shot that video. He didn't even know I did the video. So I didn't even trade that gun in. It actually, it got bought. Hey, Colin King. Hey, Jack. Hey, Nuts. Hey, Matt. Oh, what you said I thought was a G channel. I'm sure your dog would not want to be cussed like that. What'd I say about him? I don't remember what I said. Hey, Garner, what's up, buddy? Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I was organizing my tool hall bedrooms. Nice. You're not late. We've only been on here 5 minutes. And Matt says nuts. King Garner. Let's see here. Nuts. Richard Garner. Jack. Hey, Richard. Ooh. The one I'm looking at has no sights. It should be good. Yeah, I prefer them not to have sights. I prefer to put my own sights on them. If you will wait until Black Friday, what's the name of that company? It's not Palmetto State. It's oh man, I order a ton of stuff from them, and I can't remember the name of them. I've got Palmetto State Armory in my head, and I can't remember the name of this other company. Oh my gosh, they just sent me an email too talking about their Black Friday sale. They always have like, I prefer the Troy Industry aluminum sights because they lock up, and they always have them on sale. Those sights are normally like $100 and some each, and they have those sights on sale for like $100 for both of them. So you basically get half price off Troy aluminum sights. But for the life of me, I cannot remember what it'll come to me. I'll tell you in a minute, and if not, I'll put a post up on Instagram or something like that. I thought about doing that, like some Black Friday sales, because I get a lot of emails from a lot of companies and stuff like that. And I do want to say, I do want to give you all a first look at this. This is the first official look. I may do it again when more people get on here, if more people get on here, of the Dynamic Weapon Solutions Custom Glock 19. They are having a big Black Friday sale as well. So check them out on Black Friday for, they do have pre-cut slides already, or you can send yours in like I did and have your slide milled out like this one. I'm still waiting on my screws to come in. I need some longer screws, and they are sending me those. So they should be here sometime this week. And then it'll be done, and then we will go shoot it. I've already put up basically the first look at the slide, but I do have a video on sight install on Glocks that's coming up, because I've never done a sight install video on Glocks, as well as a RMR install. So I still need to do that to add that to the video because I don't have the official screws. And then we do trigger, mag well, barrel, and guts of the slide and stuff like that. And then we're going to go out and put a lot of rounds through it, because I really, really like this pistol. It will be my, it'll be my new carry gun when it gets done. But I want to put a lot of rounds through it before I do that. Let's see here, where are we at? Where are we at? But they're doing a big Black Friday sale, so check them out. Gear Runner, your wife did really good on decorating the Christmas. How do you know I didn't do that, Garner? I might have done that. I may be like a green thumb in decorating. You don't know? I didn't do it. I didn't put up the first decoration, actually. Shakedown Sheets. Hey, folks. How's it going? Hey, Shakedown. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you had a great Tuesday. Mine was okay. I did have 4 hours vacation, so that made it pretty good. Hunter, what's up? I seen your comment on the video, Hunter, and I thought, well, let's just go ahead and do a live stream today. So this live stream is actually kind of for Hunter, because I seen his comment, and I thought, since I can't do it Friday, I do need to get one in probably. Jack says, hey, Shakedown. Jack says, hey, Hunter. Shakedown, hey, Jack. Matt says, there's not any funny hanging on there's not any fun hanging on that tree. Bear Creek Armory. My wife won't let me hang anything, any gun-related stuff on that tree. We bought whole new everything. That tree, I didn't own anything that was on that tree or hanging on that wall as of 2 weeks ago. She bought everything. I didn't care. Hey, Justin, what's up, buddy? How are you? Did you have a good day? Hope you did. Jack says, Justin. Shakedown. Hey, Rebel Rouser. Jack. Hey, Justin. Hunter. Slow internet, but can't get my eyes off that gun in the thumbnail. Yep, I just showed it. It's awesome. I would like to thank Dynamic Weapon Solutions for doing this slide. They basically sponsored this build with this slide. So big thank you to Dynamic Weapon Solutions. they actually, when I seen this slide on the internet, I commented on it immediately, and they got back with me. And at first, we didn't do a collaboration or anything like that. And then later on, they posted again. And I said something about it, and they told me to send it in, and they did this for the channel, and that is super awesome of them. And I can't say enough about how nice those guys have been to me and getting this done. So big thank you to Dynamic Weapon Solutions. And then again, they're having a big Black Friday sale. I don't know how big it is. They didn't tell me. They don't do discount codes like for me. They just do like sales so that everyone can save money, and you don't just have to be like a subscriber. So I understand that. Awesome tree. Thanks to Justin. My wife did it all. It may be a little blurry. It looks blurry in mine. I don't know if it is or not. Kyle, Diamond Head Sights ain't good. I've heard good stuff about Diamond Head Sights, but I've never had any experience with them. I think my buddy at work has some. Rebel says nuts. Nuts. I know what you mean. Kyle, that's nice. Thank you very much. Black guns matter. They do matter. They matter a lot. Jack says nice pistol. Thanks, Jack. They did great work. I mean, great work. James, watching your videos one day, my wife leans over and says, I kind of like his accent. I thought I was going to have subscribe. Oh, that's funny. You know, my accent's one of those things that you either love or hate, because there's no in between. I've never had him say, hey, you know, your accent's all right. It's either, you know, I really like your accent, or God, you're a hick from the South, and blah, 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 and I just get jawed up. And I got to tell y'all something. YouTube will teach you patience and how to ignore people. Because when I was younger, I probably couldn't have done YouTube. But now that I'm 40 and I'm getting a little age on me and I'm a lot calmer than I used to be, you know, I let stuff like that roll over my shoulder. I have had a death threat on YouTube. He threatened to do things to me and my family and my wife, and I got extremely irate over that. And I wanted to respond, but I knew if I did, that it would just get my channel kicked off, and that was not going to help anybody. I'd worked so hard to get this channel built up this year, and it wasn't worth losing my channel, so I just reported him, and YouTube dealt with him. But God, I wanted to reply that. I was so mad. God, I was mad. Anyway, let's get back to the live stream. Enough downers. Richard, I already have Christmas presents wrapped in my house under the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I have Christmas presents wrapped right there. Not many, but there are a couple. Shakedown, I really like the LWRC flip-up sights. I've never used them, but LWRC makes an awesome rifle. I don't have an LWRC rifle. I do have an LMT, which is my short barrel rifle, but I don't have an LWRC. I actually do not have a gas impingement AR. You know, I have, not gas impingement, but gas piston AR. All mine are impingement. I do have, you know, piston, like my EK's a piston and my MPX is piston, and the Tavor's a piston, but I don't have any piston ARs. Rebel says, that's funny, James. No, it is funny. That's really funny. Jack says, Midway USA has the Trijicon RMR on sale for $490. That's a good deal. That is a good deal. Mine was over $500, and I actually have to send it back to Trijicon, and it's not because it quit working. It's because, I will tell you this in the video, another little tidbit of information for you guys. I love the RMR. I'll actually have to buy another one because I took this one off of my Zev gun to put on this. So I'll be buying another RMR eventually to replace one of the other. But if you put too much blue Loctite on these screws, you can't get them back out. You cannot get those back out. And you can heat them. And if you look right here, I don't know if you can see it, this will melt a little bit if you get a heat gun too close to it for too long. Because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I was trying to heat this screw, but not melt the internals. Now, this was when it was still on the Zev. It wasn't on this. I've not mounted it to this yet. I've just got these in, and there's no Loctite on them or anything. But I didn't think blue Loctite was supposed to be permanent. So I'm going to take it off. Nothing. I cannot get. I got the other one loose. The left one would not come out. I heated it. Nothing. Melted the side of the RMR. I'm sure it's still okay, but I want to make sure that it's still waterproof. It works perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. It still turns on up and down. The functions work great, but it freaks me out a little bit thinking that that rubber pad has maybe a pinhole and then some water might get into it later on and short it out. These are way too expensive for that. So I'll wind up having to send this one back to Trijicon to have that little plastic side piece. And they'll probably do that for free. I'm not even, for the most part, it was totally my fault. But, if they do charge me, it won't be much. Trigicon's a good company. So I'll wind up having to send that one back. But I will buy another one eventually to put on this one and then put this one back on the Zev. But back to the story. I could not get that out. My buddy said, take a soldering iron, stick on the screw, because when you're heating it, you're not heating directly on the screw and the Loctite. So I took a soldering iron, let it get good and hot, stuck it to the screw, left it there for like 5 minutes. It got hot enough that I was starting to worry about melting some solder points inside the optic. So I took it off, tried it. Only thing that happened was eventually I stripped out the inside of the screw. So I literally had to drill that screw out of my Zev. And when the head finally broke off of it, it left, like this much sticking out of the top of the hole. And I heated that up with a heat gun after I took the RMR off, because of course once the screw come off, I could just take the optic off. And now we heated that and just took some needle nose pliers and it came right out. Why it would not come out without that, I don't know. But my gosh, that blue, I'm not using that much blue Loctite. Heads up, don't use that much blue Loctite. But Jack, that's a good deal. That $4.90 is a good price on those. Jack says, hey, James. That's funny, James. Nuts, real tree. I forgot what they look like. Mine's not a real tree, but there are some things at Lowe's, I want to tell y'all about this, that we hang in this tree. It smells just like a real tree. Seriously, it smells just like it. You put too many of them in it gets really strong, but it's awesome, actually. Garner, one of these days when I buy a Gear Runner shirt, it better make me get the girls. It will. You'll have to carry a stick to beat the girls off of you. It's crazy. That's why I don't wear mine. My wife won't let me. We go to the beach and I put on a Gear Runner shirt. She won't even let me go down to the sand. Justin, I'm doing great on the Metro. How are you? You're on the Metro now? Where are you at? When I went to Washington, D.C., we rode the Metro. Sketchy. The Tundra guy. Go Gators. I just got back from the swamp. It was a great experience. Awesome. Go Gators. When I went to the swamp, they won't let me back because we lost to Kentucky. Moment of silence. Okay. Matt, but I'm glad you had a good time. It was a good trip. Man, there's really nothing there, though. In Gainesville, there's nothing. And parking's outrageous. We paid like $55 or $60 to park. It was good. I about died a little bit when they said that. I was like, good night. You want what? Matt, has Olight sent you any more lights? Olight has never sent me a light. I contacted Olight and I never heard back. I guess I'm not big enough for Olight. I like Malkoff stuff better anyway. Olight is good lights. I'm not knocking them. And I love their little weapon lights. Their pistol lights are awesome. But their handheld lights, I prefer Malkoff. They feel more sturdy. But I was going to review Olight stuff. I sent, I was on their live stream. There was a couple of people on there. I asked them about me, why I was even on there, because a couple of people that subscribed to me was on there as well. They told me to contact them with an email. I did that. They never emailed me back. Garner, Gear Runner, go to Spencer's and get a Hanky the Christmas poo ornament and put on the tree and see what your wife says about it. Garner, my wife has a gun. Shakedown's laughing at Richard, the Tundra guy. How's it going, Jack? How's it going? Shakedown Sheets is laughing at James. Jack says, doing great. Tundra guy, how are you? Rebel Rouser, are you happy with how the slide turned out? I love this slide. I love it. I knew what I was getting. I'd seen pictures of it. And as soon as I seen pictures of it, I fell in love with it. I was like, holy crap. The slide plate, they're actually sending a plate to go right here where this is actually milled out, because where the RMR actually sits down in it, you can see it's actually milled out lower. So they're sending a plate that matches these chevrons. They were just on back order. So if I don't run an RMR, I can put that plate on. And that's what the shorter screws are for. They sent me the shorter screws, and they're to hold the plate on. So I need a 7/16 inch length 3/8 screw for it without the plate to run the RMR. But that's on the way. Black multicam hat. Love this hat. I don't know if y'all see my post on Instagram. This is a 9-line hat. Got it in today. Black multicam. I'm starting to love black multicam. I don't know why, but I love black multicam. This is the best fitting hat I've ever owned. I actually got a black multicam pair of Altima shoes. Altima, I think. I can't remember how to pronounce that. It's spelled like Altima in Nissan, but I think it's called Altima. They are the most comfortable shoes I've ever had on my feet, and I sent them back because the right shoe was completely black multicammed. The left shoe was black multicammed on this side, but on the outside was like 3/4 weight just black. It was like they're made out of like 1,000 denier nylon, so it's like this incredibly strong material. But it's like they ran out of the pattern and just kept making the shoe in black. And I was like, I'm not accepting that. That looks stupid. So I sent them back, and they're going to send me another pair. But I did try them on to make sure I got the right size. Oh, my gosh. Check them out. Altama, I think it is. They're the low top maritime or something like that. They're actually made to wear underneath flippers for like the military. So like if you're in the water and you got on fins, they're made to go in those and you can wear them. And the insole is rubber. And I was worried about that maybe putting blisters on my feet. I'm going to go through all this in review, so you're all going to be bored when you watch the review. But it's not the case. And there's holes in the side that actually let water drain out. So God, they're amazing. I cannot wait to get them back in. But I'll do a review on it. I'm going to wear them for a few days to make sure they don't have any blisters because I wore them for like 30 seconds. All right, where were we at? I don't know where I'm at. No, Richard, how's it going? Jack, doing great, Thunder Guy. Oh, there it is, happy with slide. Garner, Ginner needs a Deadpool Christmas ornament for his trees. I've got a lot of Deadpool, those pop ornaments right there. I got 3 or 4 of them. I love Deadpool. Deadpool was actually my favorite character, and it's real sad that Stan Lee died. He did so much good work and made so many good movies and appearances in movies and stuff like that. It was a very sad day, but man, he was like 93 or 94 years old, 95. He was up there. But it was a sad day yesterday that Stan Lee passed away. Shakedown, I got a Piston 6.8 SPC from them. Man, that's a nice rifle. That is a very nice rifle. Does it have the twisted fluted barrel? Because I love that barrel. I want to do an AR with a fluted barrel, and I don't know why, but I really would rather have a 300 blackout, like a short barrel 300, maybe like a pistol. Probably not a short barrel rifle. I'll probably do it in a pistol. And I may just do take the upper off my pistol I have now and just swap the 300 blackout off and on. But a 300 blackout short barrel, it would be amazing because you can make those things so quiet. But I do want to do a fluted AR one day. Never owned a fluted AR. This barrel's fluted though, as you'll see in the video. Oh, fluted. Love flutes. Gotta love the flutes. Let's see here. Where's that? Where's that? There we go. Hey, when did Airsoft start putting gold tips instead of orange? I know, right? I know. That's a titanium nitride. That stuff's supposed to be really slick. That's the first titanium nitride barrel I've ever owned. It's nice so far, but I ain't shot it yet, so we'll see. Get runner, using the impact driver on that screw. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. Of course, that optic does sit on a slide and get beat all to pieces, so it'd probably take an impact driver. Yow! What's happening, Gear? Not much, Carl. How are you, buddy? Hope you had a great Tuesday. And for all of you on here now that didn't hear a minute ago, I'm not doing a live stream on Friday. I have to I don't have to, but I'm going to my niece and nephew, they're twins, birthday party, so I thought I'd jump on here. I know I posted the video earlier. I thought about doing it today or tomorrow, but there's nobody here today, and I knew I could do it in front of the Christmas tree and say Merry Thanksgiving, and that's why I did it. Justin, hey Carl, how are you? Jack says hello, Carl. Justin, coming back from DC, I hate the metro. Man, I didn't like it either. Sketchy. Carl, MX4, backflip, or Ultraflex? I like my Ultraflex. I really like it. I've not got any experience with the other one, so I don't know. But my Ultraflex has been really, really good. I want to let y'all know I've had my Tundra for a year. I think it's the 22nd or 24th of this month, so I'll do a 1 year update. I did it in increments of like 3 months. So the 1 year is coming up. But I do love my Ultraflex. I've not had any issues with it, and I've had it on it since about a week after I got the truck, and it's been on numerous. I figured it up today. I think I spent about 7,000 miles going on vacation this year. So I drove a lot going to like Florida, mainly to Florida. That trip we took to Miami put a lot of miles on it. Garner, Rebel. And then again, like I said, I get good deals on condos from my buddy, which is why I can do that. If it wasn't for him giving me good deals on condos, I couldn't go on as many vacations as I do. So I'd like to thank Jerry for that. Richard, who's not on here, I'm assuming. Rebel Rouser, want a wiener with a mustache and Richard Garner, sorry, Rebel Rouser. Richard Garner, Rebel Rouser want a wiener with a mustard and ketchup on it. I know what you mean, but that's... Anyway, Rebel. That sounds good, Richard. Oh, I knew it. Rebel, are you wearing the 9-line hat? Boom! 9-line hat. God, this thing's comfortable. It don't sit down on my ears. I hate caps or hats that sit down on my ears. This thing is perfect. I'm not even lying. When I find something I like, I'm afraid they'll discontinue it. So I will probably buy like 2 or 3 more of these hats. And that way, if they ever discontinue it, as they wear out, I will have more. Freaks me out. I have a neighbor that is an arsehole and will get on my side of the road when I'm walking and honk his horn at me every time to try to run me off the road. Does he not know if he accidentally hits you that you can own him? That's stupid. That is nuts. Not only is it dangerous, it's dangerous on the level of being dangerous. That's the obvious. That's why I didn't say that first. But it's stupid on his part just because of the legality of it. That's crazy. What an idiot. Sean, hey Gear, just saw you're on. Hey Sean, like I said, won't have a live stream Friday, so I thought I'd do it today. Obviously, Rob doesn't have his notifications set. Jimmy, hey Gear, hey Jimmy, what's going on, buddy? How are you today? It's a little early in the week for me, but had 4 hours vacation day, shot a bunch of videos, thought I'd do a live stream. I've just been on YouTube all day. Not on YouTube, but I've been doing stuff on YouTube all day. Carl, seen the Armor Flex new series? I have not. Armor Flex new series. I've not seen that. I'll have to look that up. Jack says, hey Sean, hey Jimmy. Rebel, hey Sean and Jimmy. Jimmy says, hi everybody. Garner says, I saw Rebel Rouser rubbing, oh God, and he will walk it too. That was Rob, not Rebel Rouser. Rebel says, Rob didn't hit the bell. I guess he did not hit the bell. Rob or Kristen, either one, must have hit the bell because they're not here. And I tell you, I'm going to have to get on them for that because I have my notifications hit for them. So he's going to have to pick it up a little bit. Like I said, I took 4 hours a day, went and had the blood work and everything, sent the shoes back, and then did videos. Just a little update of videos to come. I'll tell you all about that a little bit. I'll text Rob. Go smack him. I don't know how many people in the world have ever stippled a high-point pistol, but I know this guy did. Video about how to stipple a little bit coming up. I did an EDC belt video, which will probably go out on a Wednesday. Gear Runner, I'm talking about a wiener dog. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but it's subjective. I see what you're doing there. I'm just kidding. Did like an EDC belt video and give my opinion. It's a short video. That one will probably go up on like a Wednesday. Sometimes I'm uploading, this ain't every Wednesday, but sometimes I'm uploading like short videos on Wednesdays since I don't do Wednesday videos. If I'm out and I've got like something I want to talk about that's going to take a few minutes, Rob's out testing his new lift out in the mall parking lot with the Mud Buddies. Mud puddles. I know, right? He's probably stuck in his driveway. It probably rained and there's a little puddle there. And he's like, I can't get this thing out. It's spinning. Krista, get the Jeep. But, so I've got some of those. I've got a short video I'll probably put up tomorrow on a quick tip on the Tundra, on the plug. I know Rebel's laughing. That was funny. We'll have to tell him that too. We'll have to make sure he knows that if he don't go back and watch this video. Let's see, what else did I do today? I did some more videos today too. I did a pant review, and I don't usually do that. And you all can thank me because I'm not wearing the pants like a lot of people do. So you all can thank me for that we don't have to look at my crotch the whole time. I did a bunch of videos. Oh, I did a video for a subscriber, and I want to apologize because I can't even remember which subscriber it was because it's been so long ago. I just remember the request. I had a request to talk about all the cars that I'd owned throughout my life. Garner, I just got a like on a picture I posted on Instagram just now. For me? Because if it's for me, I liked it like 30 minutes ago. And he wanted me to do a video on all the cars I'd owned to date. I had to break that up into two because I didn't want to make like a 30-minute video. So I did shoot the video talking about all the cars I'd owned and some backstory with them and why I got rid of them or why I bought them or, you know, stuff like that. And then there was about 5 or 6. I couldn't even remember where they fit at in the category, so I put them at the end. But those 2 videos I shot today. And there was something else. Oh, I did a watch review. I did several reviews today. I did a lot on YouTube. Jack says, hey guys, got to write some code before the day ends. Have a good one and be safe. Thank you, Jack, for stopping by. I appreciate it, buddy. You have a great day. Gear Runner, every time I see your crotch, I have to go to the bathroom and vomit. At least that's what you're doing in there. Show us your tree. It looks different than the usual Xmas tree. All right, hang on a minute. Ugh. Let me fold up the tripod here. Here's the chair I'm sitting in. I took one out of there. So I don't know if y'all can see this. I don't know how good the lights are. It actually has like a snow on it, like it has snow on it. That stuff gets everywhere. I was wondering what was all over my floor, and it's that stuff. So Pam put a bow on the top, and then she decorated everything in like just white and red, and also burlap. Even our skirt is burlap. I don't know if you can see that. And then we have another little tree over here. And I do want to tell you all that this little tree is actually in a little sleigh. And when we bought that, it was broke. That sleigh was demolished. The whole side of it's caved in. She kept it. I was like, take that back. That was expensive. She's like, nah, I'm going to keep that. I'm like, that's nuts. So the whole other side of that sleigh is caved in and broke. Even the welds are ripped off of it. I don't know. Just don't know. All right, let's get to where we're going here. All right. Justin says, have a great day. Jimmy, will the Toyota Tundra be discontinued? I don't think so. I don't think they'll discontinue it. I think they're selling enough. Did you all see, I seen on Instagram, where there's a guy in California, and I forget what his name is, Panda something. He was saving people from the fire in California. His Tundra got burnt on the side. It's brown. His bumper got about almost ripped off on the side. Stuff like that. And Toyota is giving him a brand spanking new truck because he did that. I think that's awesome. I think that's totally awesome. That's a way to step up, Toyota. Good job. I think it's great, and they're going to give that guy a brand new truck for saving those people. It's awesome. I mean, I I was impressed with that. But no, I don't think they'll discontinue the Tundra. If they do, I'll be very upset. I'm gonna write them a letter because who does that? Garner, Gear Runner. It was Rob that had that pic on Instagram. No, it wasn't Rob. It was another person that had that pic. I didn't see Rob's pic. Justin, how did the blood work go? I don't know. I guess it went okay. They prescribed my medication so I can go get my blood pressure pills. So I guess it went all right. They said if it didn't go okay, they wouldn't prescribe them. So I'm going to assume it's okay. They said, now we like to see our hypertension patients twice a year. And it's been almost a year. It'll be a year in the 1st of January before we've seen you. So we want to get you in as soon as possible. So I made my appointment middle of February. Yeah, you ain't seeing me as soon as possible. But anyway, I guess it went okay. But thanks for asking. I appreciate that, Justin. Garner, Gear Runner, is that Christmas stocking that says pink on it from Victoria's Secrets? Yes. Yes, it is. That is my daughter's stocking. Mine and my wife's are burlap. I have a Florida Gator stocking, but she didn't let me put that up this year because everything's burlap. Justin, do you like the tree? I do like the tree. I think the tree looks really good. I could actually see that tree being put up somewhere. I think she did a good enough job that I could actually see that being put up somewhere in like a store. I think she did that good a job on it. Although I wish it had an angel. I'm more traditional that way. The bow looks good. I don't have nothing against the bow, but I do kind of wish it had an angel. Sorry, I'm a little croupy. This weather's got me a little cruddy. Justin, wait, what? Why do you have Rob stocking? I don't have Rob stocking. I don't think I do. Maybe he sent it to me. Jay, hey Gear, are you planning on getting anything else from Line Line? Yeah, I like their stuff. After owning this hat, I really like it. Dynamic Weapon Solutions sent me a hat, this black multicam too. I can't wait to see how that fits. But this hat fits perfect. I mean, seriously, perfect. I know y'all seen my Instagram post, but I was like, if you all are looking to sponsor a YouTuber, my head will wear your hats because it is literally that comfortable. So yeah, I at least plan on buying 3 or 4 more of these specific hats, just so if they discontinue them, I will still have them. It's mesh back here, but it's squishy. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's not like your traditional mesh, and it's short from here to here. Has your American flag on this side. This is Velcro, so you can put a patch on it, but I like the 9-line logo, so I will probably just keep that logo on there and not put a patch on it. That's what I plan on doing. Hey, Jay. Jay says, hey, Justin, Jimmy, retracted. Sean, this is a very big of Toyota to replace his truck. You might see that in an ad. I'm betting you will see that in an ad, and I'm also betting that's why they're doing it, is all the publicity that they're going to get out of this. But nonetheless, I'm totally fine with them getting that publicity because they're replacing that man's truck for the good deed that he did. So Toyota should get the publicity out of it. He's getting a free truck, and I'm happy for him. I really am. Justin, yes, that is true customer service. It really is. Edge, hey guys, just got home. Hey Edge, did you get that replaced today? I seen that post on there, and you said you're replacing another hydraulic unit or something on that. I can't remember. Hydraulic something. I can't remember. I read it, but I can't remember. I've had too many concussions. But did you get it fixed? Hope you got it fixed. I hate stuff breaks down and you got to fix it, and it's got to be better than you getting that fluid all over you like you did that one day. Oh my God, I couldn't handle that. I'd had left and took a shower. I could not. I'd had to take vacation or something. I don't like being real greasy, like having oil and stuff all over me. That would have drove me nuts. Just says, hey Brian, how are you? Garner, yeah, you feeling better, Brian? I know you were sick the other day. Are you feeling better today? And just a heads up, I'll give y'all an update. My wife's finger that she broke is still kind of bruised up, but the bruising's going away and she can bend it. Says it still hurts like crazy, but it is the swelling is going down, and it's not as black as it was or bruised as it was. So that's a good sign. She can feel it again. Garner, I have a fake Christmas tree, but some of the lights on it don't work. The new Christmas trees are pre-lit. They're in 3 sections. You just set them down and plug it up and you're good to go. This thing will change colors. It'll blink. It'll do all kinds of crap. It's crazy. We just leave it on the clear, but it'll do all kinds of stuff. And it has a timer. It'll automatically shut off. Jimmy, Toyota Supra is coming in January 2019. Let me tell you about that. All right, not about the 2019. The 2019, I'm sure, is going to be a great Supra. It will never replace the 92 to 96, 98, 92 to 98 Supras. In my heart, I love those Supras. Almost bought 2 of them. Talked about one of them in the video I told y'all I made about all those cars. But love those cars. And there's a car dealership, a small little dealership. I'd rather have an LFA. LFAs are awesome, but they're about $500,000. The little car dealership, just a small little lot, might have 15 or 20 cars on it, has this 2-door blacked out Mercedes-Benz, awesome looking car. Don't know anything about it. So I got on their website just seeing how much it was and what it was. It was awesome, a little sports car. It wasn't like the SLK or nothing, but it was bigger than that. And I couldn't find it. But I found this Avalon, which I was not looking for. And the picture's tiny, you know. I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm scrolling up. In the background, about this big, I'm like, I don't even know why, but I like that car so much, it just jumped out at me. There was a white Toyota Supra sitting in the garage, and you could see about this much of the left-hand tail light, and just the edge of the wing is all you could see. So I screenshot it and took it over to the phone and blew it up, and sure enough, it was one of those 92 to 98 Supras. I love them so much that I spot them like that online, literally, just small little tidbits, but they're so expensive I could never afford one. I mean, those cars are stupid now. I almost bought 2, and I should have. I probably wouldn't own either one of them right now. I get rid of cars kind of like Rob does almost, but or used to. But, you know, God, those are so nice, so nice. Let's see where we were at. We was at the Supra comment. Gear Runner needs an Amish hat. Gear Runner definitely does not need an Amish hat. Garner, if anyone drives a Ford, I feel sorry for you. Me too, because now you're probably walking in the rain. Edge, yep, another pneumatic cylinder. Did you get oil on you like that one day? All fixed, had to replace the one on the other side tomorrow. Well, I guess that's job security, I guess, if you really want to look at it. Justin, Christmas trees have come a long way. They really have come a long way. I mean, we didn't have to put the limbs on or nothing. It just collapses and goes back in a box. Edge's rather have an LFA. Me too. Those are one of the baddest looking cars on the planet. The LFAs. I don't know. They're awesome. Edge, you're going to get the Makita coffee maker next. Does Makita make a coffee maker? It's getting out of hand when they start making coffee makers, boys. Edge, I'm feeling better. Thanks for asking. I'm glad to hear that. Very, very glad to hear that. Sean, you know the new Supra is a BMW Z4 reskinned. I did not know that. I knew it had a BMW motor in it, though. I had a Z3 one time. I talk about that in the video, too. Let me tell y'all a little secret. When you're 6'3" and you're in a 3'6" car, it's tight. Very tight. With the top up, I didn't fit so well in that. With the top down, I could sprawl out like, you know, old Wash. But with the top up, nope. Just a coupe, not a convertible. As long as they soup up the engine, you know, I don't think they should have went from the old engine. What is that, a 2JZ or something like that engine in those Supras, that inline 6? God, that was a good engine. It was such a beast. Now, the 2 I almost bought were non-turbo. I talked to a guy about buying a turbo model one time. It had actually been totaled, and they'd fixed it back, and they did a really good job on it, and I would have bought it for the right price. It had been such a good job done on it that I would have bought it. The guy never contacted me back. He may have totaled it too. I don't know. But, God, those cars, I really liked, if you all have never seen the old Supras, the dash come around like this, and then when it got to the side, it turned back facing you and kind of angled down. So all the dash stuff, like the radio and everything, was kind of facing back towards you instead of being flat on the dash. it was like sitting in a cockpit. It wasn't like being in a car. Everything was like wrapped around you. The shifter was like real short, kind of like in like some of the new Civics and stuff now. So the Supra was really ahead of its time back in the day like that. The dash wasn't real fancy. It had a lot of empty space that could have been, used for something. But overall, it was the I say I want an LFA, but if you had 1,000 horsepower single large turbo Supra sitting there, like a 98, and an LFA sitting over here, and I had to keep them both, I could not sell the LFA and buy a Supra, that'd be a miserable decision. Miserable. Let's see. Stayed pretty clean, all things considered. Good deal. That's good to hear. Edge, battery operated coffee maker is a no for me. Definitely not. Right in the middle of making a coffee, it'd shut down. I loves the short throw shifter. Me too. I love short throw shifters as well. Man, that thing, it was a beautiful car. The one I almost bought was red. The one I talked about in the video was red. And the other one I test drove, the other two, the actual turbo that the guy never called me back on was black. And the non-turbo, it was a special edition. It was also black. So, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be, I'm assuming. Garner, Gear Runner, I'm going to have to get a new fake Christmas tree. That is almost like the one you have. I was easy to set up, and all I had to do was plug it in and decorate. All right, so you better hurry, because apparently these things are popular. Because we went to Lowe's in Greenville, and they sold out the first day they set these out. So I drove to Johnson City, and they had 3 whenever I got there. When I got to the line, the person in front of me had one. We had one. And as I was walking by them going to the line, there was somebody else picking up the 3rd one. So if you want one like this one, you better hurry, because they're going fast. Eddie, what's up, Eddie? How's it going, buddy? I need to watch your Real Estate Whisperers video she put up today. I will do that. But I tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. So I'm going to give away my secret because it didn't work last week. I watch your Real Estate Whisperers videos like an hour before the live stream. That way it's fresh on my mind, and the bonus questions are always worth the most points. So when I won a couple weeks ago, I got like 1 or 2 questions right, and like 2 or all, maybe, I can't remember I think I got 2 of the bonus questions right. So that's my secret. That's how I won the few times I won, was because I would go back and watch watch the videos like an hour. That way they're fresh on my mind. And when she asked a bonus question about it, I knew it because I just watched it. Maybe that's cheating. I don't know. But I will watch it. Garner, I wish it would stop raining. God, I wish it would stop raining. Oh my gosh. I hate the rain. I'm hating it so bad. It's been so wet all year long. Edge, hello, Eddie. Rebel said, Eddie. Eddie said, hey, Richard. Eddie, what's up, Edge? Edge, I worked for Toyota in 93 and 94. So you probably seen a lot of Supras, and I love those cars. Definitely one. I had a 1990 model 300ZX and a 91 model twin turbo 300ZX with 522 horsepower in the twin turbo. You know, they were big competitors. You had the twin turbo 300, the twin turbo Toyota Supra, the turbo RX-7, the Mazda RX-7, all those. That was the height of the sports car era, in my opinion. I mean, I know there's a lot of nice sports cars now, a lot of American muscle out there, but, you know, that was when the Fast and Furious was going on, and I loved it because I had the fastest car around, 522 horsepower 300ZX. That was unheard of back then. I mean, nobody had that much horsepower. Now they make stock cars with that much horsepower. But back then, nobody had that kind of horsepower. And, you know, I come out of watching the Fast and the Furious, the first one, got in my 500 and some horsepower 300ZX and wanted to run 200 mile an hour on the way home. Luckily, I made it home. I didn't say I did 200 mile an hour. I said I wanted to. I'll let you wonder about if I did or not. That car would probably come close to doing it. Eddie, yo, Rebel. Sup, buddy? But if I did, I was in Mexico. I'm just saying. I probably didn't, though. Garner, Edge Makita has an extraction vacuum that is an 18 volt or corded that you might like. Eddie, Christmas tree already? We had our Christmas tree 2 weeks ago, Eddie. My wife put that up 2 weeks ago. Merry Thanksgiving. Richard, hi, Eddie. Eddie, or Edge. I look for a tree this year, and the price is ridiculous. 7 foot tree is $200 to $700. I think this one was right around $300, and it has the snow on it and everything, and it's programmable and all that. My wife wanted it, and I didn't care. I think she put it on Lowe's card, and she'll pay it off next month or something. Eddie, save 5% or whatever it is, 10%. I can't remember. Eddie, have you put the new slide on yet? The new slide you talking about? This is the first look. Oh, it's the first look for you. Everybody else seen it right here. It's not done yet. I still need the screws for this. I've got a few more videos coming, but right here's what she looks like. Pretty much finished. I love it. Love that gun. It'll probably get some framework too. I was going to stipple it myself. I did some stippling today, but I think I'm going to send it off and have it professionally done because I think the slide warrants some professional stippling. That's just my opinion. You're a genius now. I know how to win a mug. I know, right? I know. Bonus questions are worth a total of 10 points. And yes, I think I got all 3 bonus questions right that day and like one other question and beat out somebody. I can't remember what it was. And that's how I did it. Later, everyone, dinner and some laundry to do. Have a great night, Sean. Thanks for stopping by. I did some laundry last night, and I still ain't ate anything yet, so I'll go get something to eat after this. My wife's going to be getting home late because where she works at, they're doing Thanksgiving there, and she had to stay and help serve that. Edge, my wife is an RN, in case anybody didn't know it. So she's actually an assistant director of nursing, but she has her RN degree, so she still does stuff like that. Edge, Richard, I have a dust collector, so I'm good. Eddie, smart move gear. I know, right? I know. That way it's fresh on your mind. Now everybody's going to be doing it. I'll never win again unless y'all do like a gun one or something. Maybe I'll win it. But, I've won a couple of times and I've gave a mug away, so I'm happy. I just wanted a mug. That was the whole thing. I've always wanted one of those mugs. I thought they were awesome. And I won a mug and I'm happy now. Eddie said, night, Sean. Rebel, have a great evening. Sean, Richard, Edge, when you go live this week, you should show your Makita subcompact brushless tool set. Edge, the governor said 125 and all you need to reset is a paper clip. The governor is set at 125 and all you need is a paper clip. On the Supra, he says, I love the RX-7. I test drove an RX-7 one time. It was nice, but the Supra just has my heart. Edge, I did a dealer trade to Jacksonville, Florida for a Land Cruiser. When I delivered the Land Cruiser to Herschel Walker in the old vet stadium, I was allowed to drive into it. Awesome. That's awesome. I love Land Cruisers too. I seen one of them the other day, an old one, and I was like, I'd really like to have that old Land Cruiser. Even though it's an old one, I'd just love to have that to beat around in. I like the old ones just as well as I do them. Actually, I probably like the old ones better than the new ones. Eddie, wait till Black Friday. Wait till Black Friday on what? Buy Christmas trees or what? Probably. They'll probably have a big deal on them if I was guessing, but if we'd waited till Black Friday, we wouldn't have got this one. They were selling out quicker than we could pick it up. Garner, when Ford stops making the Ford Mustang, then the Camaro will be the fastest muscle car in the market. You're probably right. And I have to say, it probably already is. The ZL1, other than the Corvette, the ZL1 is probably the fastest muscle car right now. Maybe not quite the Dodge Demon. It probably depends on what you're going to do with it. If you want the Demon, it might beat it in a straight line, but if you're going to be doing track, I would say the Camaro beat it. But I call them slow marrows because I have a friend that has one, and I call them slow marrows just to give her a hard time. I actually like how they look, but anytime I can give somebody a hard time, I'm going to do it. It makes her mad. Eddie, nice gear, looks good. I appreciate that, Eddie. I love how it turned out. I love it. I think that gold tie-dye barrel really sets it off, especially how you can see it through the window. Love the gold barrel. That's what I just said. Rebel, how's Xterra? Hey, one more thing. Tell all your friends to watch these videos. These people are nice enough to do this. So when I post these videos, please tell them to go watch the slide videos and the custom builds. Oh, Rebel, how's Xterra? It's leaking some antifreeze. I'm praying to God it's not another head gasket. Oh, God. I don't think it is. It's coming from the front. I think I've got either a hose leaking or a radiator leak. I don't know. I was going to look at it today, but it's cold and raining, and I wasn't getting out there in it, so I just did YouTube all day. Edge, I would love a 76 Land Cruiser. Me too. They're nice. I got a buddy that's got some old Land Cruisers like that. A couple of them, actually. Garner, Gear Runner. I am not happy that women that won the election from Tennessee, and I did not vote for her. I'm not happy that the woman that won the I'm sorry, Garner. Who I ain't gonna ask you to vote for. That's your business. But I'm sorry that you didn't like the winner. Justin, has your wife said if the flu outbreak has started yet? Seems like everyone around here is sick. She has not said. I've not heard a word about it. I got a flu shot the other day. It made me feel a little ill for a little while, a few days. But I don't know anybody that has the flu. Knock on wood. It ain't started here officially. If it has. Edge Retracted Edge. I'm considering a FJ Cruiser Trail Teams Edition. FJs are pretty awesome. There's not a lot of room in the back of them, but I have a friend here that her husband does a ton of like rock crawling and off-roading and stuff like that. And they go to huge competitions and stuff. And she says she'll see people there in like stock ones, brand new, that just beat the sides off of them. It blows her mind. Back when you could buy them brand new, it blows her mind that they would just take them up there and beat them on those rocks. But they crawled like crazy. So they were awesome off-road vehicles. Awesome. Justin, it's just a hose leaking, I promise. I really hope you are correct. That'd be the cheaper way to go. The guy that blew up the engine messed up my radiator and had to put a new one in it, and it looks like he bought it at like the 5 and dime. That's how cheap the plastic looks. So I'm almost betting it's a radiator, and I will actually get a decent one to put in it. But we're wanting to sell this house. We're wanting to fix it up a little bit and sell it. So I'm actually thinking about selling the Xterra, taking that money, putting it into the house and fixing up some of the stuff on it so that we can sell it. And then maybe mid next year, something like that, the channel will be doing good enough consistently to pay for my wife's car payment, and I can just take her Civic, especially if we move where we're thinking about moving, because I'll definitely want some better gas mileage. But because we'll be like, I don't know, an hour from work, 45 minutes from work. So if we do that, I may take over that and have that as a project car on the channel. And I'll put a decal on the back that says I void warranties, because I definitely will on that car. But that's what I'm thinking about doing. But we'll see. We'll see. But the Xterra will probably go when I get it fixed. Gear Runner, you need the M12 heated jacket to keep you warm. I know, I looked at that. There's a place here that I have to go buy stuff for work every once in a while, buy tools and stuff, and they have one there. And it's been there for a while because the box is dusty. And I look at that and I'm like, man, I bet that's warm. But I did ask Tool Review Zone how the battery was on that, and he said you could kind of tell it a little bit, but he said the sweatshirt was worse. He said when you get the sweatshirt, you can tell the weight of the battery, but the jacket wasn't as bad, but you could still tell it. I don't know if that'd bother me or not. My wife will never let me buy another coat. I buy so many coats because I hate being cold that I buy like 3 coats a year. I have so many coats, it is stupid how many coats I own. And she'd probably beat my hind end if I bought another coat. I got to get my flu shot when I go to the doctor for a checkup. I need to check on my pneumonia shots. I've got the disease, that sarcoidosis that's in my lungs, and I can't get pneumonia, or I'm not supposed to, so they want me to keep taking the pneumonia shot, and I think that's every 5 years, and I can't remember the last time I got it, so I probably need to check. I've always loved them. Courtney doesn't like them. It's yours. Just buy it. Just don't tell her. See, that's how you do it. You just bring it home and be like, supplies. I love you. That's what I do. Gear Runner. My dog perked up whenever I said that. I went to the doctor's last year for a checkup, and my doctor told me to bend over so she could give me a shot, and I thought I was just there for a checkup. It's a good thing she wasn't doing anything else, though. I told you to bend over. Justin, your wife is still looking to get a Jeep. No, she don't want a Jeep. She wants a Range Rover. That's what she wants. One of the small Range Rovers. Edge, Richard, I have heard problems with the battery. Jimmy, early Christmas, I'm going to buy my dad a Shenandoah Japanese chainsaw. It has a 2-year commercial warranty and a 5-year domestic warranty. Nice, nice. I have a Husky chainsaw. I don't use it a whole lot, but it's a good chainsaw. I bought it at Lowe's. Nice. I bet he'll like that. Garner, Gear Runner, move to Columbia, Tennessee, so you'll be closer to Lawrenceburg. I'm actually thinking about moving to Johnson City or Jonesboro. Yeah, because we love Johnson City so much that we're thinking about moving up that way. I could never go somewhere and find a job without a degree because I don't have a degree making the money I make where I work now. That's really what stops me from moving is I just couldn't make the money if I move somewhere else. The battery socket gets worn so fast, I've heard. Garner, Gear Runner, where do you work? I work for the big John Deere. Edge, Courtney is my sugar mama, so I need approval for large purchases. I understand. Rebel, I thought you said she wanted a Jeep. Now she wants a Land Rover. What's next? She did want a Jeep, and we seen this little Range Rover going to Florida the last time. She's like, I want one of them, and she looked it up, and there wasn't a ton of difference in the price of them and a new Jeep, so now she wants a Range Rover. I don't know. I'm not going to argue. She makes more money than I do. She can buy whatever she wants. We don't really argue about money, really and truly. If I want something, I usually just go buy it. If she wants something, she just goes buy it. And if we're together and want something, we just go buy it. So, if she wants one, that's fine. I told her I wouldn't care to take over her SI Civic as long as my channel was making enough money or within a certain amount. If $100 ain't going to make or break me either way. But if I got to come up with the whole car payment, then I'm not going to do that. But if I'm making enough on the channel, which I probably about do now to make the car payment, but my channel kind of pays for itself. So all the stuff I review and stuff, I buy with my channel money. And I wouldn't be able to do that. I would just have to review the car and not be able to buy anything to put on it. And that's not going to make the channel grow any at all. You got to have some new content here and there and stuff like that. So, I don't want to stick myself into a payment that I can't help grow the channel with. So that's where we're at on that. So as long as I make enough money to still support my channel and bring you all new stuff and good reviews and stuff like that, and good products, that's what I'm looking for. So if I can do that, I will. If not, I won't. Jimmy, they are awesome blades and too expensive though. Shindawa, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Starts on the first pull every time. Mine does not. Mine starts on the third pull every time. I have a Husky chainsaw and a Husky leaf blower, and they both start on the third pull every time. So you got to pull it twice. Third one cranks right up. It's never not cranked on the third pull. It's crazy. She likes the Discovery. It's not the Discovery. It's something with an E. It's not an Equus. That's Equus is a Hyundai. It's something with an E. I can't remember which one it was. Richard, Gear Runner, I want the John Deere E120 riding mower that has the easy change oil filter on it. We make those. At our facility. Richard, I don't want a John Deere because I don't want to mow the lawn. I understand. I think you should go buy one, Garner. Support it. Go get it. I agree. Go buy it. Go buy 6. Garner, it is 4:45 and already getting dark. It is completely dark here. Eddie, like the hat on IG. Right here it is. Black multicam. Love this hat. Love it. No JD blower. No, I've never seen a John Deere blower. They probably make it, but I've never seen one. And I was just at Lowe's and needed one and bought one. That's the whole thing. It's been a good leaf blower. I've had that thing for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Cranks still third pull. It cranks every time on third pull. I mainly use it to blow out my gutters. I clean my gutters with it. I need to clean my gutters now, but I have a tin roof, and it's about 24 foot off the back, and it's been raining, and I'm out. I ain't falling off that roof. Had a buddy that fell off the roof and messed his back up, and it ain't gonna be me. Edge, have a Poland Pro. The repair guy said I'll be pulling pro. I'll be a pulling pro. Rebel, when's the car history video coming out? I'm excited. It will probably, as soon as I get my screws, I've got a few videos of this gun coming up. It may be the week after next, because when they get me I may filter some stuff in between on this just so I don't overload you with the custom Glock build. So I may filter some stuff in between it, but I'm gonna get this out a little bit, to help those guys out for doing that, and get the slide out and get it seen and everything. But so it may be the week after next, but it is shot. It's shot and ready to go. But I want to get this out as quick as possible. But I don't want to overload it with this, because I think that won't do as good. So I'll probably put this up. But the reason I'm not going to put those in between is because I want to put those up back to back, so you can watch the first one and then the next day watch the final one, so you don't forget anything. So I don't want to put one of those up, throw a gun video in, put one of those up. So I will do it on a Monday and a Tuesday. So it'll probably be a couple weeks. Sorry. But it will be coming. It is shot, and all I gotta do is edit it. Oh, Gear, just letting you know, we are getting snow. Oh my God. Keep that up there. I do not want any snow. Oh my Lord. I'm so out on that. It says, me too, Rebel. It'll be up. It'll be up here in a couple weeks. Garner, I love my Ego 15-inch brushless string trimmer. I think it means string trimmer. And 21-inch self-propelled push mower from Ego. Nice. Is the Ego the one that does the battery power stuff on all their stuff? Justin, I need to get that hat. I'm just not sure if it would fit me as well as it does you. I don't know. I really like it. This is my favorite hat to date. I've owned a ton of hats. I've been wearing hats. As long as I can remember, I've been wearing hats. I started to do a video today, and I forgot to do it actually, about things that you all might not know about me. Things I like and stuff like that. And there's several things I like that you all might not know, and hats are one of them. I own a lot of hats. I don't wear a ton of them. I wear basically 4 or 5 hats, and they're the same ones I wear all the time, except for work. Like this hat will never go to work because I don't want to get oil and stuff all over it. But I have hats, Actually, at work, we have to wear a bump hat in it, so I keep a John Deere hat with a bump cap, and I wear a hat to work, and I take it off, and I put the other hat on, so if it gets dirty, I don't care. But I love hats, and this hat right here is actually the most comfortable hat I've ever worn, and I've been wearing hats as long as I can remember. I mean, seriously, as long as I can remember, I've had a hat on. You think I would be completely bald. I'm a little bit right here, but you think I'd be completely bald, because I've been wearing hats since I was like 3. Husqvarna makes dirt bikes. They do make dirt bikes. I've never rode one of their dirt bikes, though. Justin, awesome. Gives me something to look forward to. Yeah, but there's going to be stuff in between it. But there won't be those 2 videos. I'll post one on a Monday and one on a Tuesday. I promise you that, because there won't be anything in between them. As Jimmy, they do. But if you got another dirt bike, it would be a KTM 600. KTM makes a good bike. Garner says, Ego is a 56-volt battery-powered lawn tools. I thought it was. My buddy at work actually has one of those robot mowers that just randomly goes out and mows his yard. It's a little thing, and he hits a button on his phone, it starts mowing, and it gets low. It goes back and charges itself and goes back and mows. It's funny. He calls it Choppy, and he's got one of those vacuum cleaners that do it too. He calls it Crunchy. So he's got Choppy and Crunchy. Justin, I'm moving to Knoxville in 2 weeks, and I'm going to pray for snow, just letting you know. Are you really moving to Knoxville? Seriously, because Knoxville's only, hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. Are you serious? Are you really moving to Knoxville? Edge, nice, Rebel. Congrats. A newcomer, you like your wife. Good guns, trucks, guns, and God. True, true, and pretty much in that order. Wife would be, well, God would be first, and then my wife. Um, Guns and trucks is, that's a hard one right there. That's a hard one. Guns or trucks. Probably my truck just because I don't want to walk. I'm kind of lazy sometimes, so I don't want to walk. I'm the same way with hats. I will literally buy like 4 of these just so if they discontinue them, I'll have extras. Hey, newcomer. Oh, and the Gators. Yep, go Gators. We can't forget the Gators. I'm glad they won this week, but they've let me down a little bit here the last couple of weeks. They lost to Missouri. It's like the Georgia just took the wind out of them. I don't know. Garner, Gear Runner. When I buy my John Deere riding mower, will they let you deliver it to my house? No. I can tell you that right now. They won't let me. I mean, they won't stop me. I mean, I could go to Lowe's and pick it up, but they won't pay me for it. I can tell you that. A Roomba. That's it. It's a Roomba, but he calls it Crunchy. But they won't pay me to go do it. Justin, yep, we should meet up sometime. I agree. Give me a holler whenever you get to Knoxville. We'll head out. Maybe we can meet at like Pigeon Forge or something. They got tons of stuff there. Newcomer, not in that order. Nope, not in that order. Hey, Rebel. Edge, newcomer. I love you put guns in there twice. I know, right? Newcomer says, amen, Edge. Guns are a big part of my life and have been since I was about 4 years old. I need to do a review on my first firearm. I got it for my 4th birthday, and I still own it. And I need to do a review on that. It's a .22 rifle. Still shoots just as good as it did the day I bought it, or got it. I didn't buy it, of course. But I need to do a review on that and kind of tell the story. Just not done it yet. I thought about it the other day, but I've not done it. But anyway, we've been on here 71 minutes. Where did the time go? And I'm getting hungry, and I got to go get something to eat. You got it when? When I was 4. I will tell you this. They would not buy me a BB gun when I was young. I am too sexy for my kilt. That remains to be seen, Garner. But they wouldn't buy me a BB gun. They said, I want a Winchester Pump 22. I have a Rossi Pump 22. Looks almost like the same thing. 4, oh my God, I know it. I've been around guns my entire life. Pretty much, as long as I can walk. I was so small. It was a Marlin Model 60 rifle. They didn't have the little guns like, I forget what those little crickets for like use. They didn't have those back then. So I had a full-size 22, and I had to stick it underneath my arm because if I stuck it up against my arm, I couldn't see through the scope because it was so far away. So I literally had to stick it back up underneath my arm to be able to see through the scope. You'll shoot your eye out in gear, I know, right? But they said I wouldn't learn to respect firearms if they bought me a BB gun. I would shoot birds, and I would shoot this, and I would shoot that, and I just wouldn't learn to respect it like I would a real rifle or handgun or whatever that is. I've been shooting handguns since I was 4. I didn't own one, but the rifle was literally mine, and I still own it. They are nice. The Model 60 is a great one. It is. They're an iconic 22. Probably not as iconic as the Ruger 1022, but they're still an iconic 22. But so they bought me this gun, taught me how to respect it, taught me how to shoot it, load it, sight in the optics, everything like that. I was doing all that at 4. Around 4 or 5 years old, there was a laurel bush that would shake in the wind, and it had the buds on it. And at like 4 or 5 years old, it was probably 20, 25 yards away. I would sit on the deck over North Carolina because it had a railing around it, and I could prop the rifle up on it so I didn't have to try to hold it up because it was so big I couldn't hold it up. And so I would prop the rifle on the rail, and I would shoot those laurel buds out of that tree as it was moving. I remember that like it was yesterday. I mean, it's amazing. Had a pellet gun at 7 or 8. I didn't have a pellet gun until I was old enough to buy it myself. I mean, it was amazing. They were dead set against that. They would not buy me one of those. It is what it is. I used to buy those bricks of 22s that were like 550 rounds in a pack. And I forget how much they were back then. They were really cheap back then, probably like $5 or $6. And we would buy a big box of those, And I would go through 550 rounds of 22 in like a day and a half or 2 days. We'd go over there and spend the weekend. And I would shoot every single one of those 22s every weekend. I'm not lying. Almost every single weekend, I would shoot a whole brick of 22 every week. I've been doing that since I was 4. Justin, do you think airsoft or BB gun training is worse than starting with a real thing? You know, if you have the right trainer and you have the right training and stuff like that, I'm not going to say it's bad or anything. Just have to learn to respect those. You know, people take airsoft. When I first got my first airsoft gun, it was just one from Walmart, but man, that thing would pop. I mean, oh my God. I stuck it like out from the side of my leg and shot myself in the side of the leg with like some thick cargo shorts on, like canvas cargo shorts. Whew, that hurt. My wife come home in scrubs and I shot her in the hind end with it and she was not happy. Not happy. Don't do that. She was mad for a while. But, so, you know, I guess they were right. I guess I didn't respect those guns. So they were probably right in not buying me an airsoft or a BB gun. But, you know, I would never shoot anything in the face or anything like that. I would never shoot an animal with those or anything. But I did shoot my wife in the hind end and me in the leg. I shot myself in the leg first to make off from Fall Branch. I don't know who's in Fall Branch, but sorry if that cut out. I just got a phone call. So hopefully they'll leave a message if it's something important. But, so they were probably right for not buying me one. Had a Red Ryder BB gun when I was a kid. You shoot your eye out, Garner. Edge. Okay. Have a good night. See you guys on the next one. Have a great night, Edge. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Dribble said that's crazy, Garner. I had a pellet gun that can shoot BBS or pellets. And Uncle George got me when he worked at the pawn shop. I had one of them too later on when I was on it by myself. Bad gear. I know that's what she was thinking too. That's what she said, literally, and it wasn't even the sexual orientation. Edge. Nowadays, I don't really trust kids because of the mental outlook. I don't know what's wrong with kids nowadays. And it's not all kids, but I don't know why they do what they do. And it's not all kids, I'm not saying that. But I don't understand why they go shoot up places. I mean, I just don't get it. Back when I was in high school, you'd have a shotgun in the back of your truck because you was going like rabbit hunting or something after work. Oh my God, you couldn't do that now. People goes crazy. You got to respect the steel. That's right, you do. You got to respect the steel. Eddie, I think it depends on the kid. At least that's what I think. I agree. I think some kids probably can. I think there's more of them now that can't than there used to be. No more accidentally shooting the wifey. Definitely wasn't an accident. My girls did great with a BB gun first. Nice. That's good to hear. They just wouldn't buy me one. Justin, my family has airsoft battles a lot. As long as you wear face protection, eye protection, you're all right. I'd put earplugs in. You don't want to get shot in the ear either. I mean, that's just thinking. But I'd put earplugs in. Eddie said, nice, or not Edge. Eddie said, I still have a Red Ryder. I never owned a Red Ryder. I don't know why, but I never did. Edge, I don't want to categorize, but I'm definitely leery. I understand. I totally understand. And you read the news, I get it. My mom let me shoot her 45 and shotgun, but no BB gun. I still don't know why. It could be the same reason that they wouldn't let me have one. Anyway, 78 minutes now. Hope y'all have a great evening. Eddie, you are a good parent, so that does help. That does help. Leadership, action reflects leadership a lot of times. Have a great evening, everyone. You too, Justin. Remember, again, I won't be on Friday. That's why I did this. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hey, Courtney's here. Slow me. Hey, Slow me. We're just getting off here. But thanks for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Newcomer says, bye, guys. Y'all have a great evening. I'm going to go get something to eat. See you next time.